We are back. What up, what up, what up? We got PW to chat, guys. So let's see what PW's shouting out here. So it looks like he said, where's D-Money? Oh, man, we're here. Never fear, D-Money's here. You gotta love it, guys. We are back. Somebody said get the smoothie. Well, you're actually right on that. Got a smoothie here, chat. Shout out to the smoothie here. Got a little pineapple, ginger, and banana going on here. Oh, man. PW's in the house. What up, what up, what up? See you getting ready for the race. Cray with Lil Ray Ray looks pretty intense there. So I'll happily watch from the sidelines here, sir. Hey, PW said I'm going on vacation next week, guys. Man, oh man. Gotta love it. Ginger said what? Oh, man. D-Money go to Jamaica. Let's go. Oh, man, don't tell me that, PW. You're gonna get me hyped in here. I might throw something in here. But I gotta preserve my my coleslaw card, guys. I got it. I'm still waiting for the right opportunity to propose a trade here. Jerome got next week for sure. Oh, man. Well, we are back, guys. We got PW rocking out in the chat. You gotta love it. As we get ready for hopefully a decent afternoon session. We don't know what that's going to bring, but we're going to find out. I'm up 25K today, baby. Let's go. Nice. PW's up 25,000, guys. 25,000. $25,000 on TPT. Use the code PW. You already know. Shameless plug there. When is Jerome going to have a trade session? OGS. Yeah, that's a good point. We saw the trade recap video, guys. This guy made sure to try to throw dirt on my name. So it seems like every chance he gets, that's what he does, Jerome. So you never know. You never know when he's going to have you never know what you're going to get with Romy Rome, apparently. So, Jerome is no Venom. So, we're kind of stuck in a range here, chat. We see it. We see it. You got to see it to believe it. But we are starting to kind of grind back to the upside. So, you need to be cautious, in my opinion. Right? We had some selling pressure down here. Had a pretty nice morning session. Counts up over $1,700 going into the afternoon session. We'll see what else we can get. Hopefully the price action is going to warrant some pretty good setups. What kind of whipped cream does PW enjoy? Sleepy Mocha. Now you know we're gonna have to give you a 10-second timeout. I mean, that's just, we got to give you a 10-second timeout. I think this is the first time, Sleepy Mocha, that you have made a crazy comment like that, but we had to put you in a 10-second timeout for that whipped cream comment coming right back from lunch. We weren't even able to prepare for that. So there's a 10-second timeout. PW's enjoying the music, guys. You got to love it. We're rocking out here. We're getting ready for the afternoon session, we are officially in it. And as we kind of look at the structure right now on the 5-minute chart, chat, we're starting to pull in some bullish structure, higher low setups scenarios here for a potential for more upside. Now, that does not mean it has to continue, right? We know that we've had a lot of sell pressure in the market. We were able to capitalize on some shorts here on a break of the ORB low below 24,426. And we're slowly grinding to the upside, right? You got a high put in, consolidation, high put in, consolidation, right? Retracement down. So if this is going to continue, we're getting ready to pop these previous highs, and we're headed back towards the top of the ORB range at 24,526, chat. That's what I'm seeing on the chart at the moment. Now, that does not mean that has to play. You still got to let price action dictate, but it's hard to be short bias at the moment with what I'm currently seeing on the chart. So, and here's the pop. So I like what I'm seeing here, chat, for a potential upside move towards our previous highs up there, right above 462. So just need to kind of see how this candle plays out. Can we get a candle closure? We're starting to pop that previous 5-minute candles high. That's definitely bullish in my opinion. And then you would be targeting more upside. So we'll see how this candle closes, because we're right at the ORB high. It's funny to hear Ginger crack up with us. We love all you do, Ginger. Hey, shout out to is it Octa Life? Did I butcher that, Ginger, or did I say it right? Looks about right. So we got about 3 minutes left on the current 5-minute candle, chat. So I am looking for potential long here if we can keep the momentum going. If this candle closes above this ORB high. I'm gonna try it at least. Somebody said they're all in. Oh man, what are you all in? You're in the long already? You're not messing around, sir. So shout out to Sleepy Mocha. Sleepy Mocha was the first 10-second timeout, guys, that we had, right? We had a nasty whipped cream comment towards PW. We're not going to tolerate that. Any kind of weirdness there. So we had to eliminate that right off the bat. So Sleepy Mocha, we know you're back in the chat. Please keep the nasty comments to a minimum. So here's a rejection right back off, guys. That's why I wanted to wait to kind of see how this plays out, right? Did not get long. Oh man, what is going on with the chat right now? D Money, what did you put in your mouth during lunch? V Moon. Oh man, that qualifies for a 10-second, sir, as well. So there's a 10-second timeout for you, sir. All right, so we're having a bearish reaction so far off of the ORB high, guys, 24,426. So just waiting, being patient here. Not gonna jump the gun. See where the momentum kind of takes us. What sites do you recommend, D-Money, for trading strategies and learning material you personally use and have improved on? To be honest, Finance Farms, I would say continue to tune into the streams. So, because you're going to get to see real time how what I'm looking at, why I'm taking these trade setups. Same with PW as well, right? Because we're trading momentum, chat. We're trading momentum. So you'll get to kind of see that in real time. I mean, we have content on the page as well. You can see plenty of trades that have been taken. You can see content that has been dropped on the page that you're currently on to get context, because nothing is gonna really give it to you like real-time charting and real-time trading, if that makes any sense, right? Anything else is gonna be delayed, so you're not necessarily gonna get the best, in my opinion, the best examples unless you're in a real-time market. So what am I waiting for now, guys? I'm waiting for price to basically make a decision, because we're hanging out right below the ORB. Wanted more upside, previous candle high pop, and continuation up towards upper 500 level, but we did not get that so far. So nothing to be done for me at the moment. This morning was A1. Hey, ask Dr. Z. I appreciate the kind words. Definitely try. Gonna try to keep it going for sure this afternoon. Hopefully the price action is decent enough. We've been getting a lot of choppy chop action in the afternoon, guys. So we'll see what we can get. Just out here trying to make a little money. EMAs are having a meet and greet. Yeah, I mean they're pretty. Now when you start seeing that, that could be an indication that we're gonna get some upside here, guys. When the EMAs are close together and you get expansion above them, that's bullish. So like I said, I want basically a pop of previous candles highs to kind of signal that we're headed to challenge higher highs right up here towards like 460 to 500. So we'll see. And I just kind of see the structure that's playing out on the chart down here so far, guys. We've had, like I said, we had some lows down here, higher lows, and then expansion back up. So if this is a true move that's going to get us expansion to the upside, then you would think that we'll get more momentum to kind of pop into the market. Current 15-minute candle has a nice bottom wick, but definitely needs to kind of pick up some steam, in my opinion, if the uptrend is going to continue in this current candle. Do me a solid if you haven't already, guys. Hit the like button. So we've had a nice streak going of over 1,000 likes in the afternoon. Afternoon stream, right? So trying to keep the streak alive. We've had well over 2,000 likes this morning, trying to have at least over 1,000 likes in the afternoon. Puts us over 3,000 on the day. So trying to keep that streak alive, if you haven't already. So we're ramping up, we're getting ready. It's only 2:12, so we'll start to get more people following into the stream. Make no mistake about it, guys. Right now we got over 1,500 people tuned in, but it's only 2:13. We're going to ramp up here shortly. Is Trump speaking today? Not that I'm aware of. Shout out to John92. DMONEY, I just got my first payout. Hey, I'm so happy for you. Congrats on that. So it feels good, right? So keep it going. I'm happy for you. I want to see everybody win. So oh man, here we go. Demarius, Nobu, and Cream, you made me funded. Oh man, here we go. I think we should thank you for the 199, but I'm not sure if we should, because I feel like it's kind of contaminated now at this point, to be honest. So
Demarius, Nobu,
take the 199 back. Can you take it back?
Smiling face with hearts throwing kisses.
Guys, can we give back the 199? Is there a way for us to give back the 199 based off of that suspect comment there? Oh man, you gotta love it. We got about 30 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle. We're right back above that range, guys, open range high. So contaminated donation. White House Secretary speaking now. Press briefing live on AP YouTube. Yeah. All right, so just new 5-minute candle here. Let's see what happens. See if they got enough momentum to kind of pop this thing higher. I like the close of that previous 15-minute candle, chat. Nice bottom wick. It was able to close green at least above the ORB high. And after a nice bearish candle, that's semi-encouraging to bulls, I would have to think. So let's see what happens. There's no major economic data. That's why market flat, Justin. Yeah, a lot of times if you don't have red folder news, you won't get crazy kind of power moves, I should say. But we've had some nice movement throughout the day today, right? We saw pretty aggressive shorts to the downside. Was able to catch some longs on the ORB breakout to the upside as well. So it's been better than it has been over the last few days, I must say. Oh man, DMONEY is not contaminated. I swing both ways. Wow, what is going on here? What is going on here? Gee golly willigers. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, we got to get that. Yeah, we got to get that comment out of here. All right, guys. So there's the previous candle high pop to the upside.
Demarius, not contaminated. I way both swing that way.
Oh man, yeah, I thought we got it out in time, but. So we're able to pop that previous 5-minute candles high, guys. So the question now, kind of looking to see if we got momentum to kind of step in and take us up towards 460 level or higher. Previous 15-minute candle does had a pretty nice close for a potential pop here. But we're gonna find out. If this is just trap action. So nothing to do as of yet. Got to be patient. Just want a nice aggressive, like, kind of move away from these previous candles highs, guys, to be enticed to kind of, oh, wow. And I'm in there, guys. Wow. So that was a 10-point pop right away. Kind of sucker me in there, right? Was up like 10 points and had a pullback. So you gotta love this volatility, guys. That was a quick. If you took a W there, I hope you kind of secured the bag. I was up a quick 10 points and got basically a retracement right back down, guys. Right? It kind of put me in and then kind of pulled right back. Wow, gotta love that. Had a 13-point pop, it looks like, and then a pull back right back down. So gotta love when that happens. You had to be really quick on that trade, but that, yeah, I see some people took a W. Congrats, guys. But obviously, I want follow through to the upside. So it's like towards the top of. If we're gonna go, you want it towards the top of this range up here, but. W as it wiped me out. Yeah, I know. That's what I wanted, chat. It just happened really quick. And right? Just random pops. We saw a lot of that yesterday as well. You got these random like pops, and then that's it for the move. And then they'll retrace the whole move back down. So I'm not going to give this much room here to kind of retrace the whole move on me, right? I want it to kind of stay back above the 24,427. If it can't do that, then I'll scrap it. Could be in for a chop fest here. And it's not looking too hot. Wow. Oh, man. So it's invalid for me, guys, back below the EMAs, right? So that's what I'm kind of looking at. I need this thing to kind of pick up momentum if they're going to push this to the upside. After that 12-point pop. Some price action happened at 140, big pop up, immediate retracement. Yeah, it's been doing that a lot over the last few days, chat. It's been a little choppy, so, but let's see if we got a momentum here to push up here towards 480 area. And that's just targeting, chat. It's not a made up area. I'm just targeting closest area that the last time we were up here, that's where we got, right? So let's see. Gray box that's drawn out here up top. See if we got enough momentum to get up there. Hey D, you have ever traded in your own live account? Why or not? Yeah, I have a live account as well. Just haven't been doing much trading in there, especially with the chop, but nothing wrong with a live account. PW talks about that all the time, guys. If you're getting payouts, nothing wrong with having a live account. All right, there's some movement there. It was up about 7 points. Let's see if we can finally get a pop above these highs. Move this down a little bit. Maybe 480. Let's see what we got here, guys, right? We're hanging out up 5 or 6 points. It was up a quick 10, 11 points, and then you had that pullback. So let's see if we got enough steam to get out of this area. Reclaim the previous candle's high, 24,453, and keep pushing. We broke out. We basically got back inside the bottom of the ORB, right? So if we're able to kind of reclaim that, for this to continue higher, you should be trying to head to the top, towards the top of the ORB, which is 24,526. So in theory, there's a lot of room to the upside, but for that momentum to continue, we need to start continue to take out previous candles highs. So that's what I'm kind of watching as an indicator, right, with the momentum. Right now it's just chop suey. Never fear, PW's here. Yeah, PW's in the chat, guys. He's up 25K. It sounds like across some take profit accounts. Gotta love it. He's been taking out some crazy payouts on those TPT accounts. Market is sideways since 4 months. Yeah, it's been a little nasty. So you guys saw that. I mean, this trade, I had an order in, and it pretty much just kind of ran without me, right, to be honest, on a pop. So now we're slowing down a little bit. Saw the previous 15-minute candle look pretty good for continuation, right? You had a bullish like pin bar, close back above both the 14 and the 50 EMA, guys. So that's why I'm saying, unless it breaks, if it breaks down below like 423, then I'll have to scrap it. So I don't want to see it back below the EMA on the 15-minute chart. But as long as it holds that EMA, I'm targeting more upside. But it's taking forever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Been taking trades off the highs and lows for 10 points on the pullback. Very choppy day, but green. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Just having a hard time kind of building steam to continue that thrust to the upside, to push to the upside, guys, right? That's the thing. So, I mean, that previous 15-minute candle, you know, bull stepped in, was able to close it back above the 14, so you will want that continuation. I mean, it looks like we got over 3 minutes left, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. Just trying to be patient here. I have an invalidation point, right? If I see it start kind of dipping back below the EMAs, I'm going to have to scrap it, guys, and I'll look for another entry. That's all. So it happens. Just kind of timing, right? Because we had the pop that I wanted on the 5-minute chart. It just couldn't continue. So that happens in trading. All right. So yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that reaction. So if we get to like 423, I'm going to scrap it and look for another entry, guys, right? Because we're pulling back. Only one contract, so not gonna sweat it if I have to exit. Only giving it, you know, a little bit more than 10 points. Not gonna sweat it, chat. Wanted to follow through, and at the moment, not getting it. And that 15-minute candle does not look too hot. So unless they're gonna pull a cray Ray move going into the close, it doesn't look too hot at all. So looking rollover-y. So I'm gonna chop it, guys. Close that trade out. Gave it, I thought, enough time, just didn't work. Had a pop on the 5-minute previous candle. Got into the trade, was up a quick like 12 points, and look at the flush, right? Did not get the follow through. So you can almost anticipate now, probably more than likely more downside here, guys, because we could not break higher. We're starting to put in lower highs up here as well, and we couldn't get the follow through. So not looking great for longs at the moment. You got to love those quick, like 10 points up, automatically, no drawdown, and then all of a sudden it kind of stalls out on you. And that's pretty much what happened. You got to love those trades. So this 15-minute candle is going to close here in about 50 seconds, chat. Higher high was put in. So far, a lower a higher low was put in as well, because it hasn't really broken down yet. It's just kind of having a battle between the bulls and the bears. But, you know, if we lose the ORB and stay below basically 24,426, then we're building out some kind of structure that kind of points to more downside, right? High, lower high, lower high, another lower high, and then we get another attempt back below 342. So let's see what happens. Trump is speaking, issuing some warnings. Really? Somebody saying if you're green, lock it up. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you're getting some nasty action here. You know, you just want follow through. That's all you want as a trader is follow through. This is the range that we've been kind of hanging out in. Didn't have a lot of follow through so far, but I do feel that it's not great news for the bulls short term that we could not put in a higher high up there, guys. So in my opinion, we're dropping to the, could be getting ready to flush here to the downside. But we're going to find out. Similar to the price action we had earlier, guys, if you start seeing lower highs and we're not, that trend to the upside has started to kind of break down, then you're targeting lower. So we didn't get follow through. We had some kind of weird pop to the upside, right? But then it kind of got retraced right back down. So you got it? All right. Is this a head and shoulders on the 5 minute? I mean, I see a range that, right, that needs to get broken in either direction. The 30-minute chart, previous 30-minute candles bearish as well. You got lower highs. So you would expect, right, if you're a bear, you would want to start seeing some weakening of price basically here. Build out a top wick and then start to flush back to the downside towards 24,377. Which would be like some kind of like curl over. But either way, the price action is nasty, guys, when you're kind of looking at overall at the moment. You're getting pops and drops, long wicks, top and bottom of candles. D, that doji on the 30-minute looks like it's flipping me off. Yeah, see, you got long wicks, top and bottom, long wick. So it just depends, guys. I think right, we're in this range now. We've seen this multiple times this week, last week as well. So if you kind of measure out the range, Total range is about 120 points, roughly. You're in the middle of it. So you had a high put in, lower high. So is that enough to flush us lower, chat? Or are we just gonna kind of range back and forth? Because you've had all these, right? You had a low, lower high, lower high. So we're either gonna build up here like some kind of double bottom and pop drastically to the upside, or we're gonna get a flush. We ran out of steam the last time we were up towards those previous highs, guys. So break 405, you'll be targeting below 377. So that's how I would have to play it, guys. Just took too much time up here, I think, for short-term bounces, right? Feels like we've taken a lot of time, and we're probably going to test the bottom of the area, bottom of the range. So there's the break, right? You lose this low, 405. You're targeting 380. See the range on that low. Yeah, it's about 25 points. $375. So if you guys remember earlier, previous morning stream, guys, we saw this picture already, right? Where it took a while for price to kind of make a decision, and then all of a sudden you got a crazy flush to the downside. So sometimes it takes a while for the trade setup to kind of play out and set itself up in a desired direction. So just be mindful, chat, that it could take a little while, right? Or it could happen very quickly, but you lose this area with momentum, like below this 404 area. You have to be looking at this box, bottom of the box, which would give you, that's about a 28 point drop to the downside. Yep, Jerome's on a run. So let's see what happens here, guys. Do we got enough momentum to kind of flush 400 and head towards 375 or lower? Got about a minute, 15 seconds left on the current candle, current 5-minute candle. All right, there's 402. Push right back up so far. previous, we got a lot of wicks on crazy looking wicks, guys, right, on the 30-minute chart. So it's kind of like you know something could be building up here. They lose that 400 with conviction, get below 370. You're targeting this box again, right? This lower box. So 325. So we'll have to see what happens. So the market has not yet kind of solidified where it wants to go. You're kind of getting these knee-jerk reactions. You get a dip lower, then it kind of pull back. So, but if we're not putting in higher highs, though, you have to be leaning at the moment, in my opinion, towards shorts until we start breaking previous candles highs, guys, right? Because that price structure could signify the end of the trend to the downside, right? Breaking previous candles highs. So until that happens, so look out for 400 break, chat. She gone. All right, there you go. So there's the break there. You want that lower box down here, like 378. Might not get it. Gonna see if we get a little bit more here to the downside, guys. There's 393, 392. There you go. I'm gonna take that. Don't like the reaction, so I'll take it off. So from 400 level, you had a quick 10 points, lower 400, right? So that was about a 15-point drop if you got in right at like 406 to the downside here, guys. So, and I do feel that, right? So at the moment, the bears are in control as long as, like I said, we continue to put in lower highs. And you can start seeing it build up. I still feel like we could have more downside coming here. Flush below 378. Drop a W in the chat if you took the short. You're keeping an eye out for the bottom of this box as well, chat. Keep in mind, I kind of called out 377 as the initial target. So let's see what happens. So had the first trade was up like 12 points. You guys saw that, and then it pretty much pulled back on me, closed it out, and then like the price action. Took the short to the downside. I was able to capitalize on that. And keep an eye out here because 376 could be coming pretty quickly here, chat. Keep an eye out for 377. Right, if they're going to flush McGush, this thing is going to break the bottom of that gray box to the downside. So we had a rejection right off the ORB high. Got a bearish EMA cross kind of setting up here. Lower highs being formed on the 5-minute chart. You just got down to 24,386. And you're watching to kind of see how this thing shapes up now. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. We just out here trying to make a little money. Prepare for, somebody said prepare for a new high. I mean, so anything's possible, guys, in trading, right? You can't get married to a bias to a point where you're kind of like, I guess, that would be insanity, right? If you see price not kind of fall. That's why as a momentum trader, and maybe I'm biased, but I feel like being a momentum trader and a price action trader is the best way to trade, because you're going to be wrong on directions at certain points when you're trading. But the reality is that, you know, if you see the momentum stepping in the opposite direction, then okay, maybe your trade's invalid, right? You got to be able to recognize that. So I have no issue if price all of a sudden now turns bullish, guys. That doesn't bother me one bit, because either way, I'm a momentum trader, right? So I'm looking to join the momentum in whatever direction they're taking price. So, but until, like I said earlier, until we start breaking previous highs, guys, you're not I can't be looking for longs, right? Until we start breaking candles previous highs on the 5-minute chart. So if we get back above 412, then that could be, you know, a little bit more convincing, I guess. But when you start seeing the 30-minute candle have a pretty decent top wick off the 14 and 50 EMA, it's hard to be looking for longs like right now, to be honest, in my opinion. So now, if you're a range trader, maybe you're kind of trying to play this range, looking to the left, and you're like, hey, you know, the last time we were here, we had a bounce back up, so I'm going to play the range. So I get the thought process. I'm just kind of going off the higher time frame at the moment, right? Which is bearish. So 1 hour is bearish, 4-hour chart is bearish currently. Tell me you're new to trading without telling me you're new to trade. Yeah. That's basically what, right? Oh man. But to each his own, guys. We all gotta learn. You're gonna learn. You're gonna make mistakes, chat. Along the way. And I do, like I said, we are in the range though. I mean, you could very well get a bounce. You know, I don't if you guys notice when people like say stuff in the chat, I'm never kind of like, you know, unless I'm like just, you know, kind of saying like, oh, like don't fade, you know, or whatever, or we're bearish, I wouldn't be looking for longs. That's a little different, guys, right? If there's a lot of momentum in the market. But when we're in a chop fest kind of area that we've had a push the last time we were here, yeah, I mean, maybe we do get a push, right? You gotta also be aware of what's going on the higher time frame. The higher time frame right now is attempting to kind of push lower. 1 hour chart, 4-hour chart. Doesn't mean we can't pop back to the upside, right? Anything's possible. But if you're trading momentum, you're just going to try to ride the momentum anyway. So it doesn't matter, right? In either direction. That's what I'm saying. But this could be, let's see what happens. You got about 1 minute, 55 seconds left on the current candle. That's going to line us up, chat, going into officially power hour. So if you haven't already, do me a solid. We got to keep the streak alive. Let's see where we're at with likes on the stream. We've had over 1,000 likes, guys, every afternoon forever ever. So trying to keep that streak alive. Do me a solid if you haven't already. Hit the like button if you're not subscribed to the channel. You know what to do. We just out here trying to make a little money. Let's see what we got here. It looks like we're at 621 likes, guys. We have over 2,300 people tuned in. We're gonna almost 2,400. We're gonna ramp up here in the next 10 minutes because we're going into power hour. We typically get a pretty big spike in viewership going into that 3 o'clock hour. Everybody's wanting to see if there's gonna be action for power hour. So we're gonna drop a poll as we get closer to see what how you guys are feeling. you guys are gonna laugh when you guys see. There's more downside there, guys. Right, there's a sell-off here again. So, all right. So there's the poll here. We got a couple options. Don't you worry, we got you covered. Drop or pop, power hour chat. Pop, drop, or chop. So you got 3 options. Don't you worry, we're gonna give you 3 options today. We got you covered. So I'm very intrigued to see how you guys are feeling here as we slowly drift for the bottom of this gray box, guys. This is why I was saying earlier, need to be careful, right? If you're looking for longs, but the higher time frame is saying shorts or bears are in control. Slowly drifting to the bottom of this box towards 24,377. Chop cheese, LOL. Yeah, so far we got 19% of the chat feels like we're going up, guys. So small percentage compared to about 50-50 on the drop or chop. So that kind of paints the picture going into power hour. DMONEY meant last 10 minutes on the market. Yeah, but power. I mean, yeah, technically, I mean, that's a lot of times that's how it shapes up, right? But technically, it's power hours. So no bottom wick on the 4-hour candle, Dr. Z. Yeah, let's check that out. So you got a small bottom wick, very small, right? It is very small. Let me delete this. Yeah, it's a very small, almost non-existent wick. I mean, I probably would have loved to see that though off the like the EMA at 24,000 like 374 area.
Hit the
but
like button for power hour.
Opt, we don't want to butcher your name, but thanks for the $5 tip there. So I don't know yet, Chad, as far as that 4-hour, it looks weak at the moment. You got to be bearish bias until you start seeing price kind of flip the opposite direction. Right now, we're still getting that same price action, guys. Lower lows and lower highs so far are on the last 5 or 6 consecutive 5-minute candles, chat. So you got to kind of keep that in mind. Doesn't mean we can't shift in, because I know somebody's going to say it, right? Oh, like, it doesn't mean that we can't shift back the opposite direction, chat. I'm just reading the price action that's currently happening at the moment, and we are getting lower highs and we're getting lower lows so far. So let's see what happens. Shooting for 377. Yeah, I mean, they got pretty close though, right? I mean, a lot of times these levels that I'm calling out, chat, it might not get exactly there, but a lot of times it will, right? That's just trading. But this is the box, basically, if you kind of map that out, that you're kind of targeting. But if you know, if you're like looking at it and maybe you were in shorts and you were holding it all the way down off the rejection, I mean, you got to the top of that box, you got basically a few points away from it, right? Because the top of that box is like 381. So, but it's still going, guys. It's still trying to drop here. Make no mistake about it. Let's see where we're at with the likes. Do we have 1,000 likes? Did we hit 1,000 likes, chat? That would be a negative. So we're at 758 likes. Do me a solid if you haven't hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. And let's see if we tap that box, chat. So this is why it kind of I had to learn the hard way, chat, as far as these higher time frames, like trying to align yourself with the higher time frame, because if you don't and you're just simply going off the lower time frame, you're gonna have, more often than not, you're gonna have some bad trades, because you know, if you're aligning yourself with the higher time frame, you know the higher time frame is bearish, you're just simply trying to join the party in that direction on the way down. And you see how you're getting that nice structure that's forming on the 5-minute chart with lower lows and lower highs. And we're right to that box, guys, right? So the low of the current candle's 3 there, up, guys, there it is. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. So there is a 40-point massacre to anybody that was trying to get long there to the downside, guys. And it's still going. There's the bottom support box that I had drawn out from earlier. She gone. She gone. There's a 65-point drop for you. Oh, man, you gotta love it. Well, hence why you want to try to align with the higher time frame, chat. Because to be honest, that I can't kind of give you. Somebody said earlier, hey, where can we pick up on how you trade, etc. Well, I think I kind of made the example that it's better to watch live. And now you can kind of see why, right? Literally talking through what we saw in the higher time frame, 4-hour chart, bearish, 1-hour chart, bearish. You're trying to join the momentum in that direction. It just took some time to kind of get down here, guys. Cray with Lil Ray Ray. Shout out to Sheen. I don't want to mess up your ID, but it looks like Sheena G. Made 500 on that move, DMONEY. Let's go. Took 40 points on that monster drop. Joey Massacre, yeah. Somebody, rest assured that some accounts are gone, guys. Because people wanted to kind of pick the bottom and try to pick a reversal spot, so to speak. I've been that trader myself. And the only way that I minimized that was starting to kind of align myself with the higher time frame. So speaking on how we're feeling, drop 44% going into for power hour. We got chop of 33% and we got a pop now of 23, guys. So you gotta love it. We got well over 2,500 people tuning into the show, guys. Going into officially power hour. We just had a crazy drop here. We're almost there. We're at 850 likes. We only need 150 likes, guys. And we're at 2,500 people tuning into the show. Do me a solid if you haven't already, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Just trying to do my part to help grow the channel, guys. We don't get paid off likes. If this is your first time rocking out with the BDH, we appreciate it. If you hit the notification and subscribe button, you'll get alerts when we're live. And if you're a loyal viewer of the channel, we love you. Now, you know what's crazy, chat? I hate to say this, but was that the power hour move? Oh man, you guys remember that we've had this multiple times where we had a crazy pop last week of over I think 200 points, guys, going into 3 o'clock hour, and then all of a sudden that was the move, right? So somebody said, "What's next?" Oh man, I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. DJ Riri, what up? DJ Rerig, how much are you up today? We know you said you were green. How much are you up today? Just out of curiosity. We're getting ready, guys. We got 3 seconds left. We're going to finalize the poll. And it's officially 3 o'clock. So here is our power hour. We just had a flush to the downside. Do we have enough momentum to kind of bleed out lower? That's the question. You don't have to answer, DJ Riri. We know that we got some people out there that might be pocket watching, so don't feel like you have to be obligated to say how much you're up. Here's at least an attempt to kind of flush lower, guys. We're back inside of that box. And can we get lower here, right? A quick flush of these lows, guys, lower lows. Maybe down to 309 area. Are we going to get a reaction back out of this area? I'm up $1,500 after 2 blown accounts. Yeah, it happens. But hey, at least you're up on your $1,500, right? It happens. At least you got some accounts green, is what I'm saying. So this area down here is the area to watch. 24,286. That's the next support area, quote unquote, chat, to the downside, right? So we kind of get below this bottom of this box, lose this 321 area. You're looking for 300. So now they may very well want to push price up, form some kind of top wick, and then expand it kind of lower to the downside. So need to be a little cautious. This is a new 1 hour candle, but definitely a lot of bearish momentum in the market right now, guys. So you lose 320, you're looking at could be down to 280. Somebody said they're going long. Okay. Previous 1 hour candle was bearish. We had a swipe of the low of that candle, guys. So we could you could get a retracement here before kind of resuming the downtrend. Let me grab a water here, chat. Give me 1 second. All right, there's a swipe of the low again. They're trying again to flush this thing lower. Into that gray box, guys. Quick flush. Into that gray box, and then you got a reaction right back out of it, right? So, I mean, if you didn't catch the shorts, you know, you could be you're a little aggressive here, but there's a flush for lower lows. You gotta love it, guys. And I think if you didn't catch the initial flush, you can always try to wait for a retracement. Kind of price pushes up, form some green candles, start putting in lower highs, etc., and then it starts to kind of sell back off to the downside. So you had a quick drop there. From the previous low, right? About 12 points, and you got to push back up. So you had to be in and out of that trade very quickly. New shorts at 3 will get clap, man. Yeah, it's a new hour. It's a new 1 hour candle. So you probably want to wait for a retracement and then a push down, if that's what's gonna happen. because we're so far away from the EMAs as well, chat. So if you kind of notice, we are 85 points roughly away from the 14 EMA. So a lot of times when that happens, and if it happens very quickly, a lot of times you will get a reaction back towards those EMAs before continuation to the downside, right? So definitely a tricky area to be wanting to kind of get short in now, especially after we had a bullish reaction off of this box the last time we were here, right? And we just tapped it. So tapped it and pushed right out of it. I mean, this account, this is you guys saw the account earlier, guys. That account is up $1,700. This is just traded another account in this session because not gonna give that profit back. This account's up $870, guys. So I don't feel the need to kind of put the pedal to the metal, so to speak, and kind of force anything. Just trying to be patient, looking for the best setups. That's all. Are these 50K Lucid? Yeah, these are Lucid Flex. Lucid Flex, Lucid right now, guys, if you're new, if you don't have any Lucid accounts, using the code PW, you can get up to 50% off. I believe it's 2 accounts, 2-time use. Just a heads up on that. And the Lucid Flex accounts, you have the flexibility where no consistency when you're funded. However, you do have a 50% consistency rule in the evaluation stage, guys. You're not able to, right? So on a 50K account, if you're, you don't want to basically get above, you need $3,000 to pass the account. So it'll take you 2 days roughly if you're trying to pass it in 2 days. You can take how long, as much time as you want, but you're able to pass it in 2 days or 2 days or more, basically, right? You can make $1,500 max. And then once you're funded, though, there is no consistency in the funded stage. So that's why I love the Lucid Flex accounts. This is a long area. Yeah, it could be. So if you notice on my chart where I have it kind of mapped out, guys, where my cursor is currently at the moment, the last time we were down here, we had a bullish reaction back to the upside. So just kind of keep that in mind. You're watching price to see how it reacts. So last time this was 11 o'clock this morning, we had that push down here to this support area, right? Turned into a support area now, and then we had to push right back out of it. So you're watching. But in order for that momentum to step in, chat, nothing has changed, right? You still need to start seeing previous candles highs on the 5-minute chart get taken out. Shout out to Live Life Free 999. We're gonna say the whole username because they passed their Apex account today. So they're saying thanks to money, but thank you for tuning into the stream. And not only that, I didn't do anything, guys. Right? I don't hit buy or sell for you. So I just simply read the market, how I read the market, and take trades based off what I'm looking at. So you did all the work. So congrats to you for passing your eval, and best of luck on getting that to a payout. Like I said, my brother, I'll call him today, guys, and see if he took that payout. I think he's off. Is he off Wednesday, Thursday? Did he say Wednesday, Thursday? My brother. Yeah, I'm gonna try to call him, guys. I'm gonna call him right now. Why not? We'll see if he's give me 1 second here. We're gonna see if he took the payout.
Nice.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I got you on a live stream. Did you, yeah, I got you on live stream. Did you take the payout? The Apex? Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah, so I got you on the live stream, man. Hey, Ginger said, what's up? Did you take your Apex payout? Everybody wants to know.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, this is, hey, don't try to get those. you didn't take it yet?
No, because the thing is, I actually got it. I got it above the 4,000 today, right?
Oh, so you pushed it higher.
I pushed it higher.
Oh, all right.
So,
all right. Well, so when you try to do it tonight?
I gotta see once it processes, like once this day is over, like, what they're saying.
All right. So, all right. Well, I'll call you back then.
Okay.
All right, man. Yeah, all right, see you. All right, bye. All right, guys, so he didn't take the payout. It seems like he, sounds like he actually pushed it to 4,000, so he's probably right at the $2,000. Hey, he likes playing on the wild side. So he sounds like he's close to the 2,000. You gotta love that when it works out. Who is this? Who is this, guys? True Trades, are you a female or a male? We need to know. Brother sounds fine. True Trades, are you a male or a female? We need to know. And my brother's married, so if you are a male, we're gonna give you a timeout there, sir. What is going on here today? There has to be something in the air, chat. I don't know. There's something going through the airwaves. LOL, he gone. No, I didn't. I'm not gonna ban anybody, guys. But it's just that
Cool. True's married too. Oh shoot.
Oh man. Hopefully he takes profit. Yeah, I agree. That was my feedback. I told him to take the payout. Looks like he wanted to push it, guys. So he pushed it to 4,000. So if he pushes it more than that, hey, that's on him. But I would tell him, obviously, to take that full payout. But congrats to him. It sounds like he's going to be at 2,000 or right at it. So does your brother watch your live streams and take your trades? I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure. So I know he's off today and tomorrow. So, but I don't know. He's been trading at night, guys, because we know that for some strange reason, the price action a lot of times is better during the Asian session, right? A lot of times you get these crazy moves. So, and that just kind of fits his work schedule. So he's been trading, I think, more at night. So, but I know he was off today, so, and tomorrow. So I don't know if he doesn't watch it live. He did tell me that he goes back and he watches at night. So. Are you still single, DMONEY, since joining the BDH? Yeah, I'm single at the moment. You got to find the right person, man. You got to find the right chick. I got to clarify. I don't want to say person, and then we start getting these weird comments from the guys in the chat. So you got to find the right person, guys. I mean, I think I'm at a point in my life, to be honest, where it's you want to. I got a 2-year-old daughter, chat, so I'm not gonna just bring anybody around my daughter, to be honest. Right, so that's priority number one. And the other thing is that what are you bringing to the table? All right, so that's the thing, guys. Right, everybody has to bring stuff to the table. So what are you bringing to the table? My cousin would love you. He's fabulous. Yeah. Your abundance. Yeah, we're gonna give you a 10-second time out there, sir. Oh man, you gotta love it. Just looks and body okay? Nah, you gotta have more, right? So you gotta have guys, I live in South Florida. There's a lot of superficial, there's a lot of right? You gotta try to, like I said, you gotta be bringing something to the table, guys. You gotta be having something, you gotta have something going for yourself, etc. So I mean, you're not just But make no mistake about it. I mean, if you wanted to be that guy, you could be that guy, right? Oh, you know, use the G-Wagon to your advantage. And, you know, I hate to say that, but it's true. But I'm not that guy, right? You need substance, guys, in my opinion. She has to have her own G-Wagon. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Oh, man. Yo, D, if you're worried about your girl like that, better be pumping iron and going on one of those Everglades. No, I'm not worried about my girl. You're missing what I'm saying. I'm saying that you can't just date anybody, guys. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not worried about anybody, to be honest, but it's like a lot of, you know, and that could be males. For the ladies out there on the stream, I would like to think that, right, you want to date somebody of substance. You want to date somebody that has something going for themselves and they're not just kind of looking for a handout, etc., right? It goes both ways. What part of South Florida? Yeah, I live in downtown Fort Lauderdale. As we get a bullish reaction off of that level, chat, right back up. Gotta love it. Doji candle would have printed, right? You had the bearish reaction to the downside. You get a nice doji candle bullish, and then you get a bullish reaction back the opposite direction. Funds 4471. Thanks for the $10 tip. Got a payout today for $5,000 and started another 150K combine. Thanks for being you. Hey, oh man, that makes me happy.
Got a
chat.
payout today for 5K and started another 150K combine. Thanks for being you.
Hey, I appreciate the kind words, but you did all the work. Congrats. I'm happy for you on the payout. If you got a payout, guys, rocking out with the BDH in the last we'll say 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, drop it in the chat. I like to hear that, guys. I like to see that. That makes me want to push harder. Even passing evals, guys, that makes me want to push harder. That means that people are picking up on the way that myself and PW trade, and we're adding value to the space. So $6,000 payout. Wow. Shout out to David taking a payout tomorrow. You gotta love it. LOL, you waiting for a girl from Jamaica, DMONEY? Hey, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Hey, I love Jamaican girls. Not gonna lie, Jamaican women. Gotta know how to cook though, guys, right? That's the other thing. Like, can you cook? If you're from the islands and you can't cook, I mean, that's not good. So DMONEY want it all. No, that's not wanting it all, chat. That's old school, right? It's like, hey, cooking is a basic necessity, guys. Like, that's not a crazy qualification. That's right. The problem is now it's more crazy because a lot of the new school, like, island chicks, they don't cook, which is like, you know, their parents are like pissed about it, right? Because they're like, oh, I raised you to cook. You got to cook for your man. Oh man. But DoorDash. Here we go. Here's the DoorDash. I knew that was coming. Do you trade black market crypto? No, I do not. But you're able to trade crypto, Warbucks, BTC. You gotta love it. Crypto prop firm. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. WarbucksBTC.com. So at the moment, we're getting a rebound or retracement back to the upside, guys, right off this kind of like V-shaped recovery. You see that happening real time. 5-minute chart. Nice reaction off of this level we had drawn out. That was previous support. We swiped that level, kind of got right back inside of it, and now we're pushing back to the upside. So you gotta love that. This is probably, I'll be honest, chat, this is probably the best. I mean, other than that crazy pop, we had a crazy move last week. I know you guys remember if you were on stream. We had like that, remember that crazy like 200 plus point pop, guys, at like 2 o'clock or 2:45, 2:50 area going into 3 o'clock last week. So we had that move, right? But I think this comes second place to that from a price action standpoint, because some of these power hours are 2 to 4 has been really tame and nothing but a chop fest. But at least we got a decent move to the downside, and we got a push currently back to the upside. So we're getting some movement here. This is promising, at least. Hopefully this continues in these afternoon sessions. Shout out to the new TLR. I saw your X post. I reposted it yesterday about Jerome being inside the White House, sir. I think Ginger commented on that as well. Getting a $5,000 payout and only dropping a $10 spot is diabolical. Oh man. Guys, you don't have to tip anything. We appreciate it, but you're not obligated to tip anything. So I just want to clarify that. Got TLR. We're gonna give you. Hey, I can't give you a 10-second timeout because you tipped $20, but I will give you a 10-second timeout for that, sir. So hey, you're not obligated to tip, guys. I appreciate it. You don't have to tip anything. It's a free stream, but we definitely appreciate it, right? So shout out to the TLR for the $20 donation there. DMONEY, aka your favorite trader's favorite trader. Let's go. Oh man. D, did you teach your brother how to trade? So my brother, if you kind of listen to what I was saying earlier, guys, my brother, I said I had some family members. I used to do Zoom calls, chat. Basically, every other Sunday or bi-weekly, and it would be like 5 or 6 people on those Zoom calls, and I would just basically show my chart, like, oh guys, this is what I'm seeing in the market. These are setups, etc. My brother was one of those people that would hop onto the stream. It would be my brother, my sister, my daughter's godfather, Joseph, who's one of my best friends, and a few other friends, guys. And my brother would be always on the stream. So make no mistake about it. I'm happy. I called him yesterday after the stream. I was picking my daughter up from daycare, and I was telling him that I was, giving him a congrats for reaching that milestone, guys, because it's a grind that you have to kind of keep chipping away at. And once you get that first payout, and I simply told him, like, look, man, once you hit that first payout, you're proving to yourself that you can do it. It's just a matter now of keeping that discipline and keep going. So I'm happy for him, guys, for sure. So cousin DMONEY, I never got an invite to the Zoom. Katira 21. Are you a cousin like Jerome? Where he says he's my cousin? Let me translate. D's brother owes him a lot of money. Nah, he doesn't owe me anything, guys. If I was able to add, it just makes me, I'm happy that he's able to get that payout, right? I mean, that's anybody, chat. Anybody in the chat, if you're posting that you got a payout, we're not, obviously you're part of the BDH fam. So that makes me feel good. That's all it is. You did something that 90% of people are not going to be able to do. So think about that. Invite me to your Zoom. Yeah, I don't do the Zooms anymore, guys. I haven't done those Zooms. I obviously, since I've been at the BDH, I don't have time for any of that stuff, guys. There's no more Zooms. Like, there's no reason to. Like, we live stream Monday through Friday here, chat. There's no Zooms. Like, people hit me up all the time on X, on IG, and they're like, hey, I'll pay you for a one-on-one. How much? And I'm like, you don't have to pay me. Just tune into the Zoom, to the channel. That's it. Right? Monday through Friday. So, not doing one-on-ones, guys. Don't offer that. No mentorship. None of that stuff, guys. There's no need for it. This is a free stream. All we ask is for you to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Spread the word to your friends and family if they're looking to get into futures trading. Why not? Tell a friend to tell a friend. Right now, we're getting a bearish reaction so far. Is this going to hold, or are we going to push back through this 14 EMA, guys? If you kind of notice my commentary from the morning stream, it was the same thought process, right? You're watching for a reaction at this level. You know, who's going to step in and kind of take us in their desired direction? Does the bulls have enough momentum to keep this thing going above the 14 EMA? Or are the bears going to step back in and take us back towards 24,346? And currently at the moment, the bears are stepping in pretty aggressively here, guys. So, and I appreciate the support, chat. Looks like we hit 1,000 likes. So the streak remains alive. We got well over 2,000 likes on the morning stream. We got 1,000 likes in the afternoon stream, guys. So that puts us over 3,000 likes on the day. You gotta love it. And you got about 3 minutes, 15 seconds on the current 5-minute candle. Having a hard time staying above that 14 EMA. You're getting a sell-off here to the downside. So look out here, guys, right? So that's not great for the bulls that we rejected with some emphasis here, or authority, I guess I'll say, right? Off that 14 EMA back to the downside. This is that classic, like, kind of like rollover action. If you read patterns, guys, you see how we had that same reaction up here? So that same pattern occurred, basically, right? We had a pop to the EMA. You had a huge candle that kind of flushed right back down. It looks similar at 225. Reaction right off the EMAs to the downside. So bears are currently in charge. If they can keep this thing below the 14, you're targeting new lows, or at least back to lower 300s. So let's see how this candle closes. 5-minute chart. D, do you ever get tilt moments after a few losses and go crazy? Of course. I talked about that yesterday. I'm human just like everybody else, chat. You're gonna blow some accounts. Doesn't matter if you're a streamer or not, right? That doesn't change that you're human. You're not a robot. You're gonna blow some accounts. You're gonna be frustrated. You're going to actually have tilt moments. You're gonna have triggers that trigger you to kind of do things that you shouldn't be doing. Fighting a trend, as an example. I can't tell you how many times I've done that, chat, where you're like, oh, it has to go up here. It has to go up. It has to bounce. And it has to, chat, is some of the worst words that you can say in trading, because you're basically saying come hell or high water, right? That's what's going to happen. And we know that that's not the case all the time, right? You can be wrong as long as you control your risk. You guys saw I had a trade earlier that got chopped, basically. Was up 11, 12 points. Price pulled back. Gave it a little room. Closed it out for a little bit over 10 points, right? You're going to see that with me, guys. That's when I'm trading my best, when I'm cutting the losers, keeping them small, keeping the losers small, controllable, and then trying to pick up, obviously, steam when I feel good about momentum kind of stepping into the market. So, but you don't always get it right, chat. You don't always get it right. So you got these, you got a lower high basically that kind of formed here. That's starting to kind of finalize, right? Because you got 20 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle. So you want the next candle ideally to open up, push up towards that 14 EMA at 24,374, and then you're targeting maybe down to 330. Do you adjust your strategies when trading Asia session compared to New York? I mean, you're still trying to look for momentum in the market. So not necessarily. Have a good day, D. Headed to work now. LOL, blah. Yeah, have a good day. I'm new, just joined. What's his positions? Tell me, please, guys. I don't have any position right now. I mean, you're looking for possibly a short here continuation play to the downside back towards 311. So you got a pretty clean rejection off the 5-minute 14 EMA. Just wanted a longer top wick, guys. Right, rejection, but we might not get that. And then you're targeting the bottom of this box towards 325. Trying a quick short here, guys. Let's see if we can get momentum here to break towards 327. If I get chopped here, I'm going to put a stop at 357. I'm not going to give this any room at all, guys. If it gets back above that level, I don't want to be short. So I'm not giving this a lot of room, guys. If it breaks that high, I'm out of the trade. Not looking to get chopped here. The count's up $1,000 right now. So I'm not willing to kind of give it more room there. I need this thing to kind of flush towards 324 or lower. All right, there's 5 points. Let's see if we can get momentum here. At least 10 points, right, on a flush to the downside. All right, there's over 10 points, guys. You got to love it. We'll take that. We'll take the winner. You got to love it. Quick flush there. Quick 10-point trade. A little bit over 10 points, actually. You got to love it. Just saw us reacting off the 14 EMA, guys. Right, we had a bearish reaction off the 14. You had... And you got to be a little strategic here because we've already had... It's 330, guys. So we know a lot of times the price will start to kind of stall out into that 350 time. So that's why I wasn't going to kind of hold it. Saw the quick flush, took the trade off, right? 11 to 12 points, we'll take it. Drop a W in the chat if you took the short there. And you could be approaching, I want at the bottom of the box, but 326 or lower could be ideal. You gotta love it. And I mean, you just see the simple kind of breakdown there, guys, right? You had some highs up here, lower high, rejection down towards this area. But this is a reactionary level, so you are mindful going into that digging into that level, guys, because if we can't get, and it might take time. I mean, you got 30 seconds left, so you could easily get a flush here below 324. But once you're kind of in that, back in that support area, you are kind of waiting to see the reaction to see if it kind of pushes back out of it. So that's why if you're in profit pretty quickly in that area, it's not a bad idea a lot of times to take it off. Take that profit, right? Because you might get a push right back out. This account's actually up now, 1285. So you got to love it. We'll take it. And look at the push back up, right? So this is what I was kind of visualizing, guys, because we didn't have like long top wicks. So see how we got a rejection here, and we could very well still get to the bottom of the box. Make no mistake about it, but you wanted that to kind of happen already, right? Why is it taking so long now to kind of get to the bottom of this area down here towards 24,325? $500 to pass by eval. Let's go. Why don't you copy trade? Yeah, I kind of brought that up earlier with the nasty price action that we've been having, guys. I'm not quite sure if that's, you know, you got to be a little strategic, especially trading the open and these opening range breakout trades. I just been trading these accounts separately. That's all. Spreading out, basically just kind of spreading out the risk, if you want to call it that, right? Making sure that I'm not, you know, I don't want to get chopped and then all of a sudden you're sitting here like, so it's trying for lower lows, guys, towards the bottom of that box. Make no mistake about it. They are putting in the effort here to try to flush this to the downside. These are the two accounts, guys, right? So obviously you had the account earlier up over 60, a little bit over 1,600, and you got the account here that I'm trading 1285. So that's the two accounts traded today. Gotta love it. Oh man. All right, so there's the low there. There's 24,325. Do they have enough momentum to kind of flush this thing lower? Another 10 points on that continuation. Legacy, nice. Flat, yeah. It's just that it's, so, you know, I wanted to flush quicker, guys. That's the thing, right? Like it's, I mean, that's great. You got an extra 10 points. I just wanted it to happen quicker than it happened. So that's why I closed it out, took it off the table. Was up 11, 12 points. It is what it is. Especially at this time, chat. You got to know that we've had a pretty good session today, not trying to get chopped. And all of a sudden, prices back up, right? You get one of those crazy candles and they push it up 50 points on you. That's happened. We've seen that over the last few days. Some crazy price action. So where's PW? Yeah, PW's out in Mexico. He's doing some racing, guys. He's doing the he's racing the trophy truck. He will be the actual race is on Saturday. He's doing pre-runs and getting ready, so I know he has qualifiers on Thursday. So he'll be back next week. He's in San Felipe. Gotta love it. So until then, you got DMONEY solo dolo. We got Ginger here, of course, so we don't want to exclude her. We're holding it down, don't you worry. Shout out to Brian. D, your daughter will be proud of you as well. Thanks for all your help and wise words. Man, I appreciate that, guys. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Maybe somebody's gonna call me a softie or whatever, but hey, it's you know, I think the that's one of my biggest things, guys. I remember before my daughter was born, you know, just kind of sharing here, not looking for pity or anything, but you know, my dad wasn't around a lot for us guys growing up. So that was one of the things that I, you know, biggest fear is like being a bad father. So I wanted to definitely make sure I was a part of my daughter's life. Trying to be the best father I can be, right? So it's like crazy, guys, because, you know, you're looking at somebody that you're all they got growing up, right? Like they're literally growing up, and I mean, she's 2, and you know, she's looking up to you, and you know, I'm trying my best not to let her down, guys. So breaking the cycle, good for you. Yeah, that's the point, chat, right? So it's you know, the funny thing is that, you know, I'm in downtown Fort Lauderdale, got a nice apartment, guys, and all this stuff, and you know, she has no, you know, she's riding around in the G-Wagon, and she's only 2, but the reality is that it's funny because a lot of the things that you kind of went through growing up as a kid, she's not having to experience that, guys. And they don't recognize that. Your kids don't recognize that at the moment, probably until they have kids or if they look back as they get older. So you're always trying to kind of keep everything for them in perspective. I mean, she has an iPad. She's 2 years old, guys. She has an iPad. Like, come on, man. Right? Like, she literally has an iPad. Yeah, that's a whole nother. You're right. We can't say that too loud, but you're right. She's keeping tabs right now. So, all right, here's the bullish reaction right back up. D living in the mansion. Bet she don't like the Honda. Guys, my Honda is nice. I'm not gonna lie. The Honda's not bad, guys. The new Hondas are nice. But I love the G-Wagon, obviously. It doesn't compare to the G-Wagon. Make no mistake about it. You got a double bottom formation forming on the 5-minute chart, guys. Right off of this, inside of this box. So that's a little interesting here. Is that gonna hold? That's the question. See the pattern here you got forming? A little W pattern forming, guys, on the 5-minute chart. So if that's the thought process, we're going to be back above 395. So is that going to align with Power Hour? See the W pattern, guys? You got downside, upside, downside, and then this will be upside, headed back towards 390 or higher. Got a W pattern forming. At the moment, right? But we got to see how this plays out. But you can't deny that that's a W pattern kind of forming out here. So wouldn't be surprised if we get a pop up here towards 364 or higher. Shout out to Tanner. Not a WD money, upside down M pattern. Yeah, I know, right? Somebody's gonna say it. You know they're gonna say it. D-Money, Caesar. D-Money, I just found out on Monday that my girl is pregnant. Hey, congrats, man. Do you know what you guys are having, a girl or a boy? There's a pop there, guys. Yeah, this is looking like uppers.
Not a WD dollar. Upside
could be
down
starting to kind of play out here.
Tears of joy.
Got 50 seconds left on the current candle, guys. Now keep in mind, you do have some time before that last 10 minutes of the market officially being open regular hours. So but we are at the moment, trying to form some kind of W pattern. So let's see if that holds up. Pop then drop. Yeah, it could. Plot twist, he wasn't home for a year. Oh, man. D, I've been losing $100 to $200 a day in live account. Should I switch over to a prop? PW talks about this all the time, guys. You know, trading is hard. So there's nothing wrong, in my opinion, with using or leveraging a prop firm before putting up live capital, guys, right? Because the question is, can you get payouts? Can you get at least one payout before, you know, and use some of that money to maybe fund a live account? Because if not, you know, it's easy. Think about it, chat. You need $1,000 to open up one mini contract. I mean, that's just to open a trade. That's not including any kind of drawdown, chat, right? So that's not going to get you far. So what I would say is prop firms are definitely a game changer if you're able to manage risks and you're using them the right way. Because hey, you're using their capital. As we kind of watch to see how price reacts here, guys. You got about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left before officially MOC time. We know yesterday at 4:20 we had a crazy pop to the upside after the market closed. So what does the day bring? We don't know. We're going to find out. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. Dropped a lot of sauce today. I felt like a pretty good trading day today. Saw a lot of W's in the chat. And we out here getting it. What are the squares? Yeah, they're just support and resistance areas. What are you looking for at price? Yeah, that's what I'm kind of talking through right now, right? So you see a W pattern forming on the 5-minute chart. So you're now, if you're chat, if you've already made money, there's nothing wrong with not trading the last 10 minutes going into the market close. I want to make sure that we're clear on that, right? Because the worst thing you could do is kind of get back all that profit, right? And then all of a sudden you're like scratching your head because you're red on the day now. But I do see a W pattern forming on a 5-minute chart, right? So you're kind of looking to see if we got enough momentum to start getting back above 350, targeting to the top of the W, right? 380 area. Why do you make so much profit when the max payout is 2,000? Yeah, because so remember, guys, it doesn't matter if your max profit is 2,000. The reality is you got to, if you're trading Lucid Flex, there's no consistency rule, so it doesn't, that doesn't apply to you. It doesn't matter. If you're trading an account that has consistency rules, then yeah, you got to be cautious of your how much you're making, right? Because that could kind of hinder your payouts. Look for a pop here, guys. That W pattern is starting to kind of form. Is that going to continue? We're going to find out. But Bulls are pushing this right back outside of that area. Do they have enough momentum to get us back above 360? As we get ready, you got 20 seconds left, guys.
Thanks for you education. It's appreciated.
Before this last 10-minute kind of event that everybody kind of looks out for. Sometimes it's a dud, sometimes it isn't. So we're going to find out what happens today. And there's that pop to the upside, guys. Hey, you got to love it. There is that W pattern starting to form out. So now will that continue up towards these highs, guys, at 383? Or are we going to get a pullback? I would have to lean towards that W pattern, trying to at least get printed, guys, right? Or get finalized to the upside. But we're going to find out what happens. There it is. There's the pop. There it is. There's your W pattern. You saved me end of day. Thank you, DMONEY. James Trading. Yeah. So that was a pretty basic there, guys, right? You had the W pattern that was clear as day forming. You had a down move, up move, down move, and then you get the continuation up towards 380. I literally kind of talked about that level. So there you go. He called that with plenty of time for people to enter. Yeah, you know what's funny, Dre Muck? Somebody's going to say that we didn't talk about it, but we definitely did. So you got to love it. Pretty basic W pattern there, guys, right? Shout out to Tanner. Tanner said it was an upside down M. So like he was like saying. So if you took the pop there, guys, at 350 on the W pattern, drop a W in the chat. You got to love that. You had a nice 32-point pop to the upside. Oh, man. Sir, thank you. What's the next trade? Yeah. There won't be another trade here. I can tell you that because so easy to make money with you. Thank you. Hey, thank you for tuning into the stream. Oh, Megan, thanks so much for what you and PW do.
Thanks so much for what you and PW do in this space. My evals are up $4,200, so I'm out for the day. Y'all are changing lives. Love this channel. When I get my first...
Oh, I guess they didn't like that last sentence there. When I get my first payout, I'm getting a BDH tattoo. Haha. Well, hopefully it's not the stamp, if you know what I mean. We don't want you to get that. So bend over, you forget you bend over somewhere and everybody sees it. So we don't want that one. You gotta love it. Oh, man. But never fear, the BDH is here. We did it again today, chat. I feel like we had a pretty good stream, AM and PM. We're rocking out. We're just out here trying to make a little money. You gotta love it. You had a nice pop there on the W pattern. Kind of talked through that. Saw that forming. And sure enough, you had the last, that 350 candle kind of complete. Or at least attempt to complete that W pattern, guys. And it's still pushing here. Make no mistake about it. So about a 34-point pop to the upside there. Please don't get PDH on your lower back. Oh man, it's 2026. You can't judge. Yeah, we're not judging. We're definitely not judging. We don't want you to forget where you're at. You go to the grocery store and you bend over and pick something up and forgot it's there. And then all of a sudden there's a crowd behind you. And they're all speculating, what does the BDH mean? You gotta love it. Let's go. Oh man. Oh man, you still alive? Yeah, we're still here. Never fear, we're still here. And there's the completion of the W pattern, almost to a T, chat. Right? At least to the body of that this high up here towards 395. You gotta love that. Crazy move there. If you took that W, about 47 points. Right? So you had down pressure, upside momentum, back to the area, form a double bottom, set up here, boom, right back to the top, 392. So both of these accounts now, guys, they are up here. Pull these up here so we can see where we're at. You gotta love it. So I'm up over 3,000 on the day chat. One account's up 1,700. The other account's up 1,605. You gotta love it. So we'll take it. So if my math serves me correct, that's over $3,200. And that's not copy trading, guys. And that's why somebody was like, hey, how come you're not copy trading? You don't have to copy trade, chat. Especially for me today, I'm streaming extended hours, guys. I've been streaming basically, 5.5+ hours. There's no need to copy trade if you're streaming for an extended period of time, right? Because I'm just basically kind of picking and choosing my spots for these trades. That's it. Corn Dog John, you are a good dude. Now I know why my brother liked being in this group. Hey, I appreciate the kind words, John. D-Money Wall Street hates you. Oh, man. So, yeah, I mean, you had, I would say, chat, that we had pretty good follow through on these shorts, right? Then you had kind of was able to kind of dissect what was going on there. You had more selling pressure back to the box, talk through that trade, and then you had a pop to the upside. So I don't think, I mean, that's pretty much in a nutshell. That's the session. So you got to love it. Waiting on the next setup. Yeah, me too. Tomorrow. I'm waiting on the next one myself tomorrow. Don't you worry. Tanner, did Tim really die? Yeah, I mean, Corn Dog John is saying that was his brother. I hope he's not joking around about that. I hope he's serious. I don't want to be disrespectful, guys, on something like that, right? Because that's a serious thing. So. But, if he, I hope he's joking around. Yeah, me too. D-Money's quick on the jokes. Yeah. No, I'm just joshing you all. Hey, well, we're glad to hear that you're joking, man. So we're actually happy that you're joking, to be honest. So we might have to give you a 10-second timeout for keeping that joke running, Corn Dog John. So yeah, I think we're gonna give you a 10-second timeout, sir, because you've kept that running for multiple days, sir. So that's a little cruel on your part. So I think that qualifies you for a 10-second timeout. So we're gonna put you on a 10-second timeout there, sir. Don't you worry. That definitely, I believe, qualifies. You had us all worried here, so you got a 10-second timeout. You gotta love it. D-Money staying to 5. No, I will not be staying to 5, Jimbo. Negative. That's a negative here. So, but I will be back tomorrow. Don't you worry. 9 o'clock, trying to make a little money, trying to make a little monies again. Don't you worry. Somebody said put the corn dog in the freezer. Oh, man. So, still holding longs. Somebody said they're still holding longs. Yeah, I would not be holding longs now, but who knows? I mean, at this point, right? I mean, you kind of see if you didn't catch, because, I mean, why? Why would you, right? I mean, I guess that's the question, right? Maybe your entry was late or something. I'm not sure, but, you know, if you just caught a 48-point pop to the upside, and it's 4 o'clock, why would you be still holding? I guess that's the question, right? To each his own. Everybody has their own risk tolerance, etc. You make your own choices. Maybe this thing flies back to 24,426, but I would honestly, if I caught the majority of that pop, I would have no interest holding now. Maybe you're kind of hoping that it does what it did yesterday and give you that crazy 200+ point pop. I would definitely be trailing it at least. You know, that's just my 2 cents for whatever it's worth. I guess it's worth 2 cents, right? Oh, man. Because yesterday we had a pump. Yeah, that's what I was saying, right? Maybe that's what the thought process is, because we had that crazy pop, guys. Remember yesterday, 420, don't you worry. It's still here on the chart. Rest assured. We had that crazy pop, so maybe that's what you're anticipating. But that doesn't happen, you know, all the time, guys, right? But yeah, we had that crazy pop of 238 points at 420 yesterday. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I mean, now that's, you know, like I said, I would just trail it personally, but to each his own. Yesterday after close was crazy. Yeah, I know. Cray. That was news, rumor driven, Brave Day. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying right now. I mean, but could it still go up? Yeah. I mean, anything's possible. And it depends on, I mean, where you're sitting at on the day. If you got a big cushion and you just want to be a little riskier, I guess, right? I mean, who knows, chat? Anything's, I mean, right? People, everybody has different kind of reasons for things that they do. So I'm not here to knock it. I'm not trying to knock it, right? I'm just saying that, you know, if you caught that whole pop that was almost 50 points going into the close, and we've had these sessions where price literally has went nowhere and chopped for hours on end, I just, you know, I would take it off the table. Thanks, D-Money. I'm up 300 today. Account green at the end of the day. Nice. Congrats. Thanks for staying with us till market close, D. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I don't have my daughter today, guys. So I have, telling Ginger earlier, I probably, I don't know what we're going to get for dinner tonight, but I'm picking something good up. Make no mistake about it. Had her last night. And Monday night, I don't have her again until Friday night, so. All right, I got out for 60 points. Still think it will pump. See, Rooster. I mean, Yeah, I mean that's a good trade, right? That's a good trade. That's a real good trade. So, congrats on that. Last short, one. Yeah, I'm not sure. So guys, right? I mean, somebody was like, "Oh, what's the next setup?" And I'm like, "Yeah, tomorrow," right? Like, been rocking out since 9 o'clock, guys. Right? Obviously, we had a break in between, but it gets to the point where your brain, you can only kind of process so much mentally, right? You need a break. Because you're going to start seeing things on the chart that don't really make sense, and maybe you're getting a little too aggressive and all that. So you got to know yourself as a trader. What do you think about the 15-minute ORB time frame? Does it really work? Yeah, I mean, you saw today, if you were with us rocking out since 9 a.m., Make no mistake about it, guys. We had the ORB mapped out. We map out the ORB every day. I map out the ORB every day, chat. Right? So the ORB, this is the ORB where my cursor is. Let me take this off. Hold on 1 second here. So we got opening range candle high 24,526, guys. The low is 24,426. So it was a 100-point ORB 15-minute range today, guys, right? 100-point range. If you remember back to the open, I had initially, so what I always do, chat, because we don't know what's going to play until it happens because you're trading momentum. So I initially had mapped out the opening range 5-minute candles ORB, and took one trade, got chopped if I'm not mistaken, took the next trade and had followed through to the upside, right? So yeah, this is that 9:30 candle here. So we had ORB mapped out, right? I saw the kind of push to the upside, tried to get long and got chopped on the pullback. Then the candle ended up closing green. Once we broke out above 479, took longs and was able to that trade played, right? So, but it was a little choppy initially at the open, so I had to close that initial trade out. That's just how it is, to be honest. But as you kind of, so now in theory, the 15-minute ORB is a more reliable opening range because it's a longer range, right? It's a longer time period. It's 15 minutes versus 5. So in theory, you probably will have less fake outs, you know, and all that. But so just kind of keep that in mind. The higher, when you're going up higher in time frames, that's always going to be less potential for less fake outs. Doesn't mean you won't get fake outs though, because you're still going to get them. That's just trading. And you can see it here, right? We had a break to the downside. If you caught that move right below 420, you were able to catch a nice short. And if you go to the 5-minute chart, that's here. We caught some of that, guys, right? We caught some of that short because we had a break below 426. Talked through that trade, was able to catch some of that short. Then you had some structure kind of build out down here. We had it mapped out on the chart off the higher time frames. You had a reaction the last time we were here, 24,324, and a push back up. So we saw that bullish reaction step into the market at 10 o'clock, and then, you know, you were able to ride that momentum back to the upside, right? So it just kind of been taking what we can get. But the cool part about it today is that we had enough kind of follow through on the majority of some of these trades to be able to capitalize, guys. What's been frustrating over the last, you know, week or so is that some of these moves did not have follow through in one direction, because you're getting like a 50-point bearish candle, then the next candle is a 50-point bullish candle, as an example, right? And that's frustrating. So today, at least, I feel we had some pretty decent follow through. The chart is so hard to play. Yeah, so that's why, you know, I was a little bit more pleased with the price action. And obviously, we don't control the price action, chat. We don't control it. So you simply just trade what's in front of you. That's it. And you try to analyze and, you know, make decisions based off of what price is looking like it's doing, right? Doesn't mean you're always going to be right. But that's why you have stop losses, even if they're mental stops or you have invalidation points, etc. So nothing wrong with that, chat. I just came in to give you a like. I haven't been able to watch you the past 2 days. Shout out to is it Cobop? Appreciate the like. You can always rewatch the stream if you missed it, right? So make no mistake about it. But I appreciate the like. You guys are trading in this mess. Respect. Yeah, today was actually a pretty good day. I'm not gonna lie. Today was actually probably better than it has been. So, in all honesty, it's been worse. We've seen worse. Do I trade Asian session? Not necessarily. Not normally. Especially like a day like so if I'm streaming, guys, the morning session and coming back and doing 2 to 4. Typically, I'm not gonna touch the charts at night. I need to reset, guys, and kind of touch some grass, and then get ready. You know, obviously for the next trading session. So because if I'm trading, you know, morning session, afternoon session, and I'm trading tonight as well, it's like when is your mind able to rest and kind of regroup? So need a break. How many payouts does Lucid accounts close? Typically you're able to get like 5 payouts, but it just depends on will they call you earlier, right? Depending on what they see, they could call you up earlier. Just depends. They might offer you a lot of accounts, guys, earlier if you're super consistent. All right, I see. Where can I hear that sound? Yeah, this is actually Hyper Focus Beats on YouTube, guys, under Deep Focus Music. I just basically try to find different little vibes. How long have you been in the game? Chewy, yeah, I've been trading for over 10 years. So yeah, that's a long time, chat. That's that's not as long as obviously a lot of people, but 10 years of dealing with heartburn and heartache and ups and downs and twists and turns and peaks and valleys and whatever you want to call it. So I've been around the block a few times here, chat. Over 10 years at this point. Good stuff, man. You got the belt. Got the belt. A decade is solid. Yeah, I appreciate that. Are these the hardest markets? Yeah, this is some of the hardest. This is some of the choppiest price action I can remember, chat, over the last 10 years for sure. For sure, hands down. Make no mistake about it. So Make no mistake about it. And that's for whatever reason. I kind of touched on that yesterday, chat. Could be oil, could be the war, whatever it is, right? We can kind of say there's probably multiple factors that's causing it, but you know, all you can do, you know, if you're a momentum trader, you got to try to adjust a little bit. Maybe start looking at trying to trade some of these ranges if it's a range day and you can kind of spot that. Nothing wrong with taking smaller winners if right, because I mean, if the price action is nasty, guys, you got to adjust, right? If it's not giving you 40-50 point bangers on every trade, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with taking 10, 15, 20 points, 30 points, whatever it is, because they add up right throughout the day. And then eventually you will get some of those bigger moves that kind of step in. So, but yeah, this is definitely some of the toughest I've seen. And I can tell because when I see on social media, guys, you got a lot of people that they're posting, oh, red day, blown account, lost my accounts, whatever it is. That kind of tells you that a lot of people are getting chopped up. So that's how I kind of look at it. But that's why it's if you're getting payouts now, right? If you've gotten payouts in the last few weeks, chat, I mean, I think you get more kudos because the market has been a little bit more difficult, right? So think about that. If you're able to get the payouts in a market that has been a little bit more difficult, then once it's back giving you these crazy trend days, oh, the market's up 500 points or it's down 500 points, whatever it is, right? Just kind of making an example. You're probably going to crush it. So I'm going to hang out for a few more minutes, guys. Just kind of chilling with you guys, answering some questions in the chat. You got to love it. Do you think we'll have good price action heading into summer? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm hopeful. Right? I mean, clearly. I mean, you know, hey, if what could be catalyst, right? You're always like thinking, okay, what could be a catalyst to kind of push the market? So obviously the war, chat. We know that that's a pain point, right? So is that going to be a catalyst that pushes the market? Right? Oh, the war is over. Iran, you know, we did a deal with Iran and, you know, came to an agreement, right? No nuclear weapons, 100% solidified, and it's proof that it's done, right? That's probably going to give us some bullish momentum to the upside, right? Market will probably start to kind of trend above 25,000, I would have to say, but who knows? It remains to be seen how this thing kind of shapes up. As a momentum trader, though, you know, I'll say it like this, chat. Today, you've had some pretty good, like, kind of like momentum kind of pops and drops. So, hey, I'm okay with that, right? If they're gonna give us this kind of price action similar to today for the most part, you know, you're probably gonna be able to frame some pretty decent trades. So you just want it to continue. But if we're getting these chop fests where, you know, we're back inside the opening range you look up and we're inside the opening range for 5 hours, guys, 6 hours and all that stuff, that's cray. So I keep seeing that question, who do you think of Fabio? I don't know who Fabio is. I'm not trying to be rude. I don't know of Fabio. Who's Fabio? I don't know who that is, to be honest. Guys, I'm streaming myself Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, so I I don't you know, I don't know who that is. Why are you using 14 EMA, not 15? How did you come up with it? Yeah, money talk. Yeah, it's just a preference thing, guys. There's no right or wrong. You're gonna find out in your trading, if you're new to trading, or if you're, you know, you're newer to trading. You're gonna find out that your journey is, a lot of times you might have a lot of things on your chart that are just there and they're fluff, guys, right? Then you're gonna have some things in your chart that you can kind of vibe with, and you realize that you know, hey, they make sense to you as a trader, because it has to make sense to you as a trader. It doesn't matter what I have on my chart, right? Because it makes sense to me. So that's why it's funny, like in the chat, when you see people that are telling you, oh, do this, and or do it this way, or whatever, guys. It's your chart, it's your setups, right? So it's just a preference thing. These are just settings that I found that work pretty well with my trading style. I love to use the higher time frames, the 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart, and they tend to kind of work very well with the higher time frame. So that's why I use them. Oh, Fabio is that long hair Italian actor. Ah, man, isn't that from like 20-30 years ago, man? Oh man, come on Al, come on Al. What's the most challenging habit that was hard to let go on your 10 plus journey? I'll be honest, guys, cutting losers, trying to keep your losers small. That's easier said than done. Everybody says that, right? Everybody says that. Oh, cut your losers, keep them small, right? But it takes time to be able to walk away from a trade, even if you sit there and watch it kind of go in your favor after you close it, right? Because if you're able to kind of minimize your loss, and you guys are gonna, I mean, I've shown that yesterday, same thing today. I've had 10-point losers, 11-point, 12, whatever, right? It's pretty close. 10, 12-point losers, and maybe somebody out there and they're like, oh man, why did he, you know, he was up a few points, and then he, you know, he gave it 10 points and then he closed it. Yeah, because the price action did not follow what I was looking for as a momentum trader. Right? And you got to know that a lot of times, if you notice, Chad, over the last few days, I've been saying like, okay, we were not able to put in a higher high above a level and we rejected it. So guess what? We could be headed to the downside because we did not have enough momentum to take us higher, Chad. So, and then if you start seeing bearish structure step into the market, putting in lower highs and lower lows, because we had a failed breakout to the upside, right? A lot of times you will start to see a reversal. So I'm scrapping those trades because the price action is not matching what I wanted to see for me to continue to hold it. And that takes time, because a lot of times it's hard to admit that you're wrong, like starting out, especially starting out, chat, right? And maybe you're not wrong. Maybe your entry was early, as an example. I've done that so many times I can't even count it, guys, where my entry's been super early and then all of a sudden you get a flush, right? And you want it short. So sometimes it's better just to scrap it so you can have a controlled loss, and then you re-enter if price action dictates. That's all. What's the next play? Yeah, SS. The next play is me hopping in my car and figuring out what's gonna be for dinner. You gotta love it. Oh man. Taco Bell? Nah, I won't be going to Taco Bell. Nothing against it, guys, but I haven't had Taco Bell. There was I hate to kind of, if you're getting Taco Bell tonight, I hate to kind of throw salt on your parade, but I haven't had Taco Bell, guys, since I think right after high school or in college, because I was watching the news one day and there was a whole bunch, they showed something on the news, and there was a Taco Bell where they had a whole bunch of rats, guys, just running through the restaurant, and they literally covered the floor. You couldn't even see the floor, like so many rats like running through a restaurant. I've never been back to Taco Bell afterwards, guys. So oh man, man. So if you're getting Taco Bell tonight, I'm sorry. Nah, that wasn't AI. That wasn't AI. This was over 10 years ago, guys. This was not AI. AI was not popping 10 years ago. This was well over 10 years ago, chat. So I'm just telling you, it was not AI. I wish it was AI, right? But it wasn't AI. That was over 10 years ago, chat. Are you in a trade? Yeah. I'm in a trade. I'm in a trade right now. I'm feeling good. I'm in a short. I'm just joking, guys. I'm not in a trade. It's 4:25 in the afternoon. I'm not in a trade, chat. Oh, man. Where were they going? The rats? No, they were just like running throughout the. So I guess it was like footage. It was an upset employee, guys, like a disgruntled. A disgruntled employee. I guess he was like pissed off. So maybe they shorted his hours or something. And I guess he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna show you," right? So he literally recorded the video, guys, and he sent it to the news channel. So I guess, so I don't know if he got written up or something, and he was like, you know what? Okay. You want to play? You want to play? You got to learn today. Guaranteed running through the pallets. Yeah. Tanner. Yeah, guys. So if you worked in any kind of restaurant establishment, retail, a lot of times you get those rats and all that stuff because they're in the pallets, guys, eating the wood and all this stuff. I mean, it just depends. You get all kind of crazy stuff. The funny thing is right now, guys, we're joking about the shorts, and you got some downside pressure stepping into the market back down off of 371. You gotta love it. But I'm not in the trade here, clearly. So any food chain? Yeah, that can be any food chain. It just so happened that, like I said, the employee posted the rat ruckus there, chat, and I have never been back. I have not been able to do Taco Bell, chat. It just one of those things where, to be honest, it could have been any restaurant, guys. If that was any restaurant that I saw, that for me is a turnoff. I can't do it. I can't do it, right? Crazy short, pretty nice drop there. That's it's actually funny, guys, because I was just like, yeah, I'm in a short. You gotta love that. But you had some selling pressure to the downside there. Hold on one second here, chat. Had to watch out. Thought I heard Jerome out there. Thought I heard Jerome. I keep getting order rejected. Yeah, that's because you probably can't trade at this time. Unless, oh man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, guys. Somebody's trying to force the issue here, right? They're trying to take it to the house. So, like, oh man. I'm going long. Wow. You gotta love it. The finger in Wendy's chili. Yeah, I've seen all kind of crazy stuff, guys. I've seen Buffalo Wild Wings. You had the whole chicken head in the wings. That's not AI either, guys. That was actually a football player. Believe it or not, there was an NFL player. You can Google it. That he, I I guess he ordered wings from Buffalo Wild Wings, guys. And there was a chicken head, like a baby chicken head, like it was right. The head was still there. And that was an NFL player. And the response from them at the time, from Buffalo Wild Wings, guys, they literally said, "Oh, our chicken's so fresh that." And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. That's the response that we got. Your chicken's so fresh that right? It's like, get out of here. Like, nah, haven't been back there either. Will not be back. Sorry. Was she attracted to chicken head? No, we're saying literally a chicken head, guys. Cray cray with little Ray Ray. What about pizza? Yeah, I mean, at this point, I pretty much I do cheese pizza, guys. I don't do anything other than cheese, to be honest. I mean, every once in a while I get pepperoni or something, but typically I do cheese. What's wrong with the head? Oh man, the city rooster. Oh man. What's my socials? Yeah, I drop it here. It's the Marius Trades NQ. You can pull me up on X or IG. I just dropped it. The Marius Trades NQ. So, a couple more minutes. I'm gonna call it here, guys. Figure out what the dinner plan is. You gotta love it. Yeah, that's not PW was here earlier, guys. That's my comment there. PW is not in the chat at the moment. I just dropped my socials in there. Flamingo burger with fries. Do you have a rockin' afro back in the AD? No. I mean, I used to have a Fresh Prince flat top though, guys. Oh man. When is PW back? Mr. 45 special. Yeah, he's back next week. He's back at some point next week. Got the race this week. He's getting ready. Sounds like qualifiers is tomorrow, and then the actual race is on Friday. Or Saturday. Sorry, you gotta love it. Are you a foodie? Oh yeah, I'm a foodie, guys, for sure. That's the good thing about South Florida is that you got a lot of options here. So, you know, you got a lot of options. That's the one thing I'll say also about Miami, chat. You know, people, you know, oh, Miami's crazy, the traffic, all that stuff. But guys, you got a lot of food options. South Florida in general, Miami has a lot as well. So I love Kind of hit up Miami for some food options, guys. Do I like Asian food? Of course. What time does the market close? The market closed technically on paper at 4 o'clock. This is extended hours. So you're trading Asia Open. No, I would not be trading Asia Open sporting sauce. Just kind of vibing out with the chat, answering some questions and catching a vibe here. So I'm going to cut it here in a minute or two. Can you give us a trade right now? I would say that would be a no. Like, there's no more trades. No more trades today. Oh man, you gotta love it. You knew that was coming, guys. 436. Somebody's asking for a trade. You ever make it up to St. Pete, Tanner? Yeah, every once in a while. Is that where you're located? Wouldn't mind catching a Buccaneers game in Tampa, guys, once the season starts back up, for sure.
You ever make it up to St. Pete, V?
How did you meet PW and get on the show as a regular? Yeah, actually, so I had, this was at the time when they were, PW was, you know, having local traders like come in. And, you know, I remember watching the show. I've been watching PW for over 2 years, guys. And he was like, hey, send an email to GN only prop firms and all that, right? So sent an email in and was able to come in, guys, and was offered a position. So I'm super thankful for that, for sure. I had no idea, right, that, you know, I was going to get offered a position, chat, to be a part of the BDH. So I was just happy to be honest, to be trading alongside PW and being able to actually come here to the BDH, to be honest, for the experience. So but all right, guys, I'm gonna call it here. We shall call it, and tomorrow is another day. We'll be back, don't you worry, to do it all again, 9 o'clock. So on the way out, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. We just out here trying to make a little monies. But until then, until tomorrow, guys, stay safe. And I'm going to go figure out what I'm going to get for dinner. So, and fight this 95 traffic. So I'm gone.